Hi friends! How has everyone been doing since Sefirat Omer? Here we are, and Shavuot has come, Shavuot has gone. First of all, I'd like to tell you I am in Tel Aviv today. I'm wearing my special shirt from here, Ogen, which is an amazing organization that gets together volunteers to support the Miluim families, the families whose father or mother is off serving in the reserves in the Israeli army. Amazing. So I'm here in Tel Aviv. It is so beautiful, and the weather is gorgeous. So I just want to share with you what's been happening in my life since then. I started a new job. I'm very excited about my new job. I love my new job. It's really cool. I am working for Nefesh B'Nefesh, and I don't know, maybe somebody doesn't know who Nefesh B'Nefesh is. Nefesh B'Nefesh is an organization that brings families, people, singles, whoever, on Aliyah and helps you to make Aliyah and helps you also after your Aliyah. So I am so excited. I am the regional coordinator for the Haifa district, which includes Zichron Yaakov, Hadera, the whole area. I got to travel to Zichron Yaakov last week. I had a tour. Oh, so beautiful. I live just north of Haifa, so in the Krayot area. So that was just, it was so special. It was so special. And it is so exciting. I get to talk to New Olim and help them through their first year. So from New Olim who just landed up until saying goodbye to them after a year, and they can always call in, and Nefesh B'Nefesh is always there for any Olim. So I'm so excited to be part of the Nefesh B'Nefesh family. But it is definitely interesting to get used to working while while doing all the other things that I want to do. And one of those things is, cooking and baking. In my community, I'm one of the families that we make dinners and we send Shabbos treats to Miluim families, and trying to fit that in and get organized and get things in the freezer. And I'm very blessed that since I started working, I have had very little. We haven't had that many families in my community right now that have needed help. So I haven't felt like I really, really needed to do very much, because it takes time to get used to a new job and a new schedule. Thank God I'm working at home, which has its benefits and its drawbacks, because you're home. So you can be interrupted any minute. You cannot interrupt yourself at any time. There are always benefits and drawbacks, but for me, I'm super blessed, and I'm trying to use all of the skills that I've learned these years as I've worked on home organization to sort of make rules for myself and say, okay, well, this is what time you start work. Because also my hours are very flexible. So I have to be my own boss and say, okay, this is when you're working. This is what you need to do before you start working. This is when you stop working and don't go back to working. You put that out of your mind, because you have to also take care of your home and your family. And it's a whole, transitions. It's a whole transition. It is a whole bunch of new skills that I'm excited to learn, excited to get better at, because we always keep developing and keep growing our skills. So I feel like everything that I have been working on over these years, that these skills are helping me now. I'm sort of I had gotten to a point where I was really very good at all these skills. My older children know. If you ask any of them, I was just talking to one of them the other day. Yeah, the house, we were always cleaning, and the house was always a mess. Always cleaning, always a mess. So Baruch Hashem, I got to the point where I was hardly cleaning, and the house was never a mess. It was always organized, always neat, always have food available. I still, Baruch Hashem, have things in the freezer so I can pull together a quick meal if my son just decides that he's coming home from yeshiva, or something like that. I can always pull things together. Baruch Hashem, I can still host and for Shabbat and do those things because of the skills that I've learned. I'm not behind in any of, the laundry or anything, but it's taking a lot more focus because I've just added in like 20 hours a week more. And again, I'm not even working full time now. It's just a 20-hour a week job, so it's a part-time job. But on top of everything else, and all my other projects and all the other things that I was doing, it's new. It's new. So I definitely feel like these skills are. I'm like a newbie in a way. Like everything that I've been doing, I need to rethink from the beginning. Things that went sort of on autopilot already are not right now. I need to think about it. Like I figured out that while I'm talking to New Olim and answering questions, sometimes I get people who are more chatty. And I actually, when I bought my headset, they said, "Do you want one with with a cord or cordless?" And Baruch Hashem, I said cordless because I realized that if I sit at a desk all day, I get really stiff and unpleasant. So I knew that I would want to get up and sort of pace and walk around my house. But I didn't realize that I could also like hang my laundry or fold my laundry during that time. Sometimes I have somebody that we end up chatting for a while. They have different questions, things that I don't need the computer for. And so Baruch Hashem, I'm working at home, and that's how I'm managing to get the laundry done. I can't wash dishes because that would be way too noisy. But there are certain things that I've had to strategically tell myself, okay, do this now because it's noisy. Do that now. Folding laundry is very silent. Putting it away, that's quiet. Um, when can you do those things? It's an interesting thing. Learning, I usually would do something like cooking first thing in the morning, but no, I need to get to work. So cooking in the afternoon, or when do I don't call people too early. So sometimes I'm just like figuring it out, and it's a whole new schedule, and it's a lot of learning. So yeah, that's where I'm holding now. Have an amazing day, and remember, Hashem loves you more than you can ever imagine. Bye for now. Mwah.